Hello everyone! I decided I'm gonna do a reading vlog for this week because I don't have school and I only work on Thursday. Today's Tuesday, so I thought I'd have a lot of time to do some fun things with you guys, and because I just got a box of books and I wanted to open it with you guys. So it's the 25th. Actually, today's Christmas. I had my Christmas on Saturday though, the 23rd, and I ordered some books because I got an Amazon gift card and I just really want to show you them. So this one came in a different box than the other ones, but this is Shadows of Self, which is part of the second Mistborn trilogy. I'm currently reading The Well of Ascension, which is the second book to the original Mistborn series, and I wanted to get all of Brandon Sanderson's books just because I really do want to eventually read all his books. So I got the next Mistborn trilogy, so I'm working on that right now. So let's just open this here box. I also pre-ordered a book, so I don't have that yet, but I pre-ordered the girl who came out with One of Us is Lying, which is about like a bunch of teenagers, like it's kind of like, oh, The Breakfast Club, how they all have detention and they're all like a specific person, but then someone dies, and, you know, one of them has to be the murderer, basically. So it's like figuring out which one is the murderer, and that book had the best twist I have ever read, ever, so I really like it, and she's coming out with another one, I think actually January 8th, which is really soon from now, so I pre-ordered it. I can't remember what it's about. I'll have to get my phone and look it up. But it sounded really good. It's about a girl who, like, moves in with her grandparents to a small town, and, like, everyone's keeping a bunch of really messed up secrets and stuff like that. So it's just kind of uncovering them, from what I could tell from the synopsis. But I'm excited. Okay, yay! So, I got The Devil in the White City by Eric Larson, which I recently heard from one of my favorite booktubers. She was talking about it, and then when I showed my aunt the books I got, because she gave me the gift card, she said that this is a really good book that she enjoyed, and oh, I really like the way it feels and smells. It's a nice book, and it's a National Book Award winner, or finalist, so this is a really famous book. It's about, so there's this circus, I believe, yes, yeah, oh, it's the World Fair. So it's the World's Fair, and there's a murderer using the World's Fair to find his victim. So it's from two perspectives, the murderer and the architect of the fair. This is a really nice feeling book. Do you know when books just feel good? Do you know what I mean? Alright, then we have the next couple. Okay, so I had to finish, I didn't have The Hero of Ages from the original Mistborn trilogy, so I got that. And then now I have the entire second trilogy. I believe it goes in order from the Alloy of Law. Yeah. So what's different about this one, so it's 300 years later from the original trilogy, and now there's guns involved, which, considering their magic system uses metals, that could be very, very interesting. This book is huge. How many pages is it? Oh, not that many. The one that I have, like, that I'm reading right now, which is over there, it's literally 700 and something pages. I'm like, oh god. But so now, look at all these gorgeous books. Ooh, I gotta make room on my shelf. Do you guys want to come do that with me? Oh wait, that's my finished bookshelf, so this is my not finished. So I need to make room on this shelf. Like, these are books, this entire shelf are books I haven't read. Yeah, I know. That's a good question, because I am out of room. It's because I've listened to so many audiobooks and don't read my own books. I'm working on it, though. I'm trying to think of how I want to do this. It's not really tall enough to stack them. I could put them all up there and just have that shelf be all... Okay, I'm gonna do something. At least with these books. I'll bring you with... Okay, so we're just gonna... Oh, hello. Oh, the window's there, so that's probably like the worst lighting. Okay. That's better. Also, I know my makeup is horrendous. I just was trying to redo a look that I did the other day, and I failed. We're gonna do this. So, this shelf will now be like, kind of like all books is what I'm going for, because that actually looks kind of good. I like it. By the way, I really need to read Truly Devious and The Hazelwood. They're just, like, and Child of Blood and Bone. I need to read a lot of books. I have to work on that. And actually, what I was super excited and why I was originally going to film this reading vlog is because I went shopping. So I hung out with my friend Olivia all day, and we were bored and decided to go to Half Price. And, of course, I got books, which I should have known would happen. But I used to have more self-control when it comes to my spending habits. And the reason I actually got inspired to buy all the Brandon Sanderson books is because I got Warbreaker, which is so nice. I was so excited to read it. But I was like, I want to get all his books because now I have all of the Mistborn books, Warbreaker and Elantris and the Arithmetic by him. So I have basically all of his books. There's a couple. He has so many books, but I have a lot of them for right now. So I'm kind of happy with that. And this book is so... I decided also to get them in this kind of book cover because I really actually like reading books that are this size. I've been enjoying reading The Well of Ascension, so I decided to just get all of his books like that. And then I got two more, and they're really different, and that's why I'm actually really excited about them. I got A Secret History of Witches by Louisa Morgan, which is like taking like you're following a family of witches, like, and seeing things that happen. So it's a historical saga that traces 5 generations of fiercely powerful mothers and daughters, witches whose magical inheritance is both dangerous threat and an extraordinary gift. So that sounds really cool. I really love books about witches, and I just really like it. It has one of those, like, textured covers, and I really like that. It's just really pretty. I was like, you know what? I'm pretty excited for it. And considering it traces 5 generations, I have a feeling that these bottles kind of, like, have something to do with that. And then the next book I got, which I still have the sticker on, which bothers me, is very interesting. It's very different. But I looked at it, I'm like, this book is pretty, I want to get it. So this is, let's see if I can say that word, though. There's some words that I have troubles with. Actually, the Constantine and Feliciton? What it? Oh, yep. I figured it out. So it's the Constantine afflict. I know how to say this word. Afflicted. So it's affliction. Ah. I really hope I cut that out because that was just depressing, but I'm probably not gonna because it's funny. Anyways, this is a steampunk book, but there is this strange affliction that is causing people to turn into the opposite gender. So, yeah. So it's London in 1864. So, a strange malady that kills some of its victims and physically transforms others into the opposite sex has spread scandal and upheaval throughout society. Scientific marvels and disasters such as clockwork courtesans and alchemical fires of Whitechapel, electric carriages, and acidic monsters lurking in the Thames have forever altered the face of the city. So Pembroke is an aristocrat with an interest in criminology who uses his keen powers of observation to assist the police of private individuals, at least when he's sober enough to do so. So it's kind of like a Sherlock Holmes in a steampunk society with some crazy shenanigans, basically. And then there's Ellie Schuyler, who hides her gender behind the byline E. Sky, who's a journalist driven by both passion and the necessity to uncover the truth no matter where it hides. So it's kind of like a stereotypical book, but also very strange, and I just think it looks really, really good, and I do want to read it soon. It's a cracking good tale of man science, monsters, and murder most Victorian. So, you know, it's pretty interesting. But I'm really excited for that. Books make me happy. I love it. So today I'm actually going to film a whole bunch of videos. I'm going to film all my 2018 videos. So I'm filming my best, my surprising. I have a couple worst that's going to be a video. There's some more. I wrote them all down and stuff. But I'm kind of, what I'm anticipating, anticipate books of 2019. So I'm going to film a bunch of those today and see if I can get them up as soon as I can. I wanted to wait till a little bit more towards the end of the year because I'm still reading books. I don't know why people are coming out with all these videos in December when you still have a month to read, but I thought I would start filming some of them today because I know that I don't think I'll finish the Well of Ascension unless I do like a 24-hour thing, which I'm not sure if I'll end up doing. I do have the time for it though, because no one can hang out because it's Christmas, so like I could do it. I just don't know if I'm in the mood to feel forced to read. But also, you know what, just because I'm doing a 24-hour reading vlog doesn't mean I have to read, like, obsessively. We'll see. But I don't know if I'll finish that. And I already made my top 18. It happened to be 18 books. I was pretty proud of that. There's some, like, different ones in there, too, that I read in school and stuff, which I really liked. But, I don't know. I'm excited. I should show you guys all the books that I'm in the middle of reading, too, because there's 3. I'm reading The Well of Ascension, obviously. I'm reading the third Dark Prophecy book with Apollo, whatever the third one's called, and then I'm reading City of Brass, but I wasn't completely in the mood for it at the time, so I started Well of Ascension, but I'll have to finish that at some point. I'm actually also reading a non-fiction book about the Russian like history of like their czars and things like that, which is very interesting. But that's just whenever I feel like picking up a nonfiction book, which isn't often, but it's very interesting. I've enjoyed it a lot. So that's what I'm reading. But I think I'm gonna go film a couple of those videos and stuff. Oh my gosh, real quick. Have you guys ever watched Blue Mountain State? Because it is one of the funniest TV shows. It's so inappropriate and like funny, and I love it. But I'm watching it, and I think I'm almost done with it actually, because I'm on the 3rd season. And it's just, it always makes me happy. I woke up today, I was like, alright, I'm not ready to do anything. So what TV show could I watch? And this is the only one I wanted to watch. And now I'm super energetic. And you know what's amazing? It's snowing. The past 3 years, it has snowed on Christmas when it hasn't snowed before that. And it's snowing again. Which is really, really awesome. I could show you guys. In case some of you are from places where you don't get snow. And I should open my blinds anyways. My window's huge. Okay. So, maybe we'll be able to see. So, it's in the middle of snowing. You can't see the snow falling, really. Oh, you kind of can. But yeah, it's snowing. It's cool. I'm enjoying it. But I'm gonna get to filming a couple of those videos now. Hey you guys! So I am going to be doing a 24-hour reading vlog, I decided tonight, but there's a bunch of things I want to do with you guys before I start that, so that'll be a different vlog. I was just filming a video. I did my books I wish I read in 2018, which was fun. I'm in a weird, like, kind of mood, so it's kind of funny. I kind of had fun doing it. But I thought of a really great idea. I want to make a shelf on this bookshelf of books that I really want to get to now. Books that, like, I just really want to read before anything else. So I'm going to be doing that. And there's another thing I want to do with you guys that I have to figure out because they're on my phone. But I took a screenshot of a bunch of reading challenges I found on Pinterest. They were really fun. So I was thinking I also kind of want to do that this year, which I might make into a video. But I thought I'd like brainstorm a bunch with you guys. So I'm going to write down or print, because it's a lot, the reading challenges. And like we can think of books you want to do with that and stuff. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do all the challenges because I'm picking like 5 different ones that are like 1 book a week for like 52 things a week, and I'm going to pick all the fun ones. But I think it'd be fun to brainstorm books like that, and also because I think it would make me inspired to read certain things. So I'm kind of excited about that. But first, I think we should make a shelf of books we want to read right now. And I'm going to make it, I really like this shelf though and the way it looks. What shelf should I make it? Because I've always appreciated how this shelf looks. But this also has a lot of books that I do want to get to right now. I'm going to make it this shelf, even though it's cool looking. So, you guys can basically see that. I'll move it back a little bit farther. First things first, let's take down all the rocks that I have and knickknacks, because I'm just a fan of collecting rocks, and then I'm like, oh, what do I do with them now? Well, they go on my bookshelves. So books that I really, really want to read. Definitely Outlander, because I've had this book for a long time and I've been super excited about it, but I haven't read it. One of the reasons is because it's gigantic. Not this one really though. This is a book that I feel like I really need to read soon, but I don't necessarily want to, so I'm not going to put it there. But these are books that I talked about in my video that are books that I really want to read. So we're going to throw these here for right now. Those are for if I'm in the mood for fairies. This just, I don't know. This is something I do really want to read, but not something that I'm like, ooh, I want to read now. So we'll put that in a maybe. We'll have a maybe pile. No. I want to finish some series before I start a new series, honestly. Traitor to the Throne is a yes. No. Though I love Brandon Sanderson, I'm not like too excited to read this. I mean, obviously I eventually will, but it's not something like yes. Someone I really care about, recommended advisings, every time I see them, literally yells at me for having not read it yet. So that will have to go on this shelf. Elantris is a yes. Like, honestly, I just want to read it at some point. It's so beautiful. Now I Rise is... I really do want to continue with the series. I just, like, haven't. That will be a maybe as well. Let me see. So, down on my bottom shelf, which you can't see, but down here is all the books that I got recently that are, like, new releases that I'm so excited for. So, Girls of Paper and Fire is an absolutely... as well as Shadow of the Fox and Escaping from Houdini. Those are books that I do really want to read. So is Spinning Silver and Sawkill Girls. I'm just trying to make this look pretty at the same time. Okay. And then, you know, you'd think Muse at Midnight would be one, but I'm still mad at the first one, so that's a maybe. Oh yeah, these ones are definitely up here. These are also from the books that I wish I read in 2019, which makes sense that they'd be here. So we have Furyborn, we got Gemina. I feel like I should stack some of these so they take up, so I can fit more. We'll turn all these sideways. That'll look cool. You guys get to organize my shelf with me. I think we'll do these. Red Rising also fits with these book heights, as does Wind Witch. So we got that going on. Fun. So much fun. Okay. That's how it looks so far. Exciting. Okay. Do you guys love how I talk? Alright, also, this is a definite Devil in the White City. I'm super excited about that one for some reason. It just seems really good. I also really want to read this just because I think it'd be really funny, so that's also a yes. Now let's go up to some of our higher shelves. It requires me standing up, which is a no-go. I've decided that the Raven King's definitely a yes. How do I want to change this? I'm going to put these over here. That looks cool. And these will go here. We're doing some strange things to this shelf. It's kind of confusing. Let's just deal with it. Ooh, I'm liking how that's turning out. Okay, let's see. From up here, books that I very, very want to read. A Poison, Dark, and Drowning is a yes. That's the second book to A Shadow Bright and Burning. Let's see. The Hazelwood is definitely a yes because I really just need to read it. It's just like a requirement at some point. All of the Brandon Sanderson books are. We'll see if we can like put them up somewhere. If we can fit all of these. I'm not sure if we'll be able to yet. Fire Studies is the third one. That's why I haven't continued with Poison Studies, because I have the third one. Now I remember. Okay. So we got those books. I can fit a couple more. So I'm very excited for, you know, let me move this. So How to Hang a Witch is highly recommended by a good friend of mine. So I'm going to put this on here because I would like to eventually read it. I can fit a smaller book, which is convenient because The Thief by Megan Turner is definitely a book that I want to read. So this is my want to read as soon as possible bookshelf. That is really fun. All right, now let's see if we can fit all of our Brandon Sanderson books somewhere. So this is the trilogy, so I want it to be kept together and even, but that seems to be an impossible wish, which is irritating. Okay, just go there, and maybe I'll put something under you. And then over here we'll have, that's also not even. Oh my god. I just realized how much I need things to be even so I don't go insane. I don't want it to be on top of those because that just doesn't make sense. Do I have something that, see this I can lift up with this to make it even, well, more even, sort of. I need something else to make this side even. I have another sand thing. That's very convenient. Now it's even. How's that look? Alright, let me show you guys what we got going on here now. Ba-ba-ba! That's the books that I really, really want to read shelf. I like it. It's kind of cool looking. So, we still have Now I Rise, which conveniently would make the shelf look a little bit better by putting it there. So, it's included. That's fun. I like that my bookshelf is also getting really packed looking because I really need to read a lot of books. Alright, we can fit these down here. Some self-organizing time. Sorry that it's fuzzy. I don't feel like filming with my other side, which would make it less fuzzy. But I don't feel like it because I can't see myself and it's just more inconvenient to film. And these can fit down here nicely. Cool. Do we have a thin book? This should fit, maybe. Be a little tight. Okay. Progress. And then let's see. Where do we, these can go up here. Ugh. I feel like that's like my really high fantasy shelf up here. I'll show it to you in a moment. But it just kind of is what it's ended up being. So we got, I forgot you're connected to my computer. Okay, I can unplug you now because I was trying to get a video on there. But so up here, we just have like a lot of high fantasy ones. Like we have the Tyrion series, Falling Kingdoms, Poison Study, Kiss of Deception, which should be on my finished shelf, not taking up space on my not finished shelf, but I want to keep the ones together. So technically I should really read The Empress, and I don't have the second one, which is why I haven't continued with the Kiss of Deception, because I actually got the third one. Problems. But yeah, alright, now we have to fix these shelves that we've cruelly dismantled. Well, that's fun. But, yay! So then I'm just gonna print out those sheets of paper and we can talk about like some fun challenges for this year. Hello everyone! So I grabbed my mom's phone because that's a lot easier than printing everything off. And it's a lot better quality, which is not fair. I wish I had a nicer phone. But let's look at some of the reading lists I have. So, let's start at the beginning. I got a lot of them off of Pinterest because apparently people just make like fun reading challenges every year. So this one, so it's 52 books to read in 52 weeks. And the first book is the first one is a book published in 2019. So that'll be pretty easy because I'm pre-ordering a book that's coming out in January that I'm super excited about, so I could like cross that off my list. The next one is an author you've never heard of before, which I think would be fun because there's definitely books on my shelves and I don't know the name of the authors. Like, I just got them because they sounded interesting and not because I don't really buy for author. I'm starting to do that, but it's a thing I'm newer at. So like, I don't know Jean Paul Day, which I feel like I should because apparently they write a lot of books of the Tudors. So I could read one of these novels, which would be fun. We have just like all of these novels because they're like lesser known. They're not like my big ones I have. But then also like my mom just spilled soup all over herself, didn't she? Yeah, she's sick in bed. I should probably see if she needs help. Yeah, I'll be right back. But anyways, there are a lot of books on my shelves that like aren't authors I know because they're not like very hyped books. They're just books I found that sound really interesting. I could do like a reading challenge with these books because like I could pick this one that I talked about earlier in the reading vlog, the one where they change into opposite gender, and that's a small one. I could pick one of these and that's a small one, and I could just try to knock out as many as I can in a week without making myself feel stressed out. Because the last reading challenge I did, I made it to day 3, I finished 3 books, and I felt very, very overwhelmed, which was not fun. So we'll see if we end up doing that. The next one is a book you've read before, which is also convenient because there's a lot of books that I want to reread. Specifically, I want to reread the Lost Hero series by Rick Riordan. I've just been really waiting to do that. A strong female lead. Any book that I choose to read, basically. Yeah. I think every single one of them, to be honest. Okay, a play. That one is a more difficult one. Oh, also what I was thinking is because there's so many of these lists, we could create our own master list of ones that like I want to do, and I'll share it with you, but this is just some fun stuff. So a play, I don't know that I would really want to do, like, if I wanted to make this challenging for myself, I could do that, and then I could read, like, Odysseus. I think that's a play, but that's a book that someday I want to read, but I'm not like a now thing, so that's why I don't think I'd really want to do that. A book set in the southern US. If I happen to read one, I'd do that, but that's also like, that's like the challenge part. Which, I mean, that's the fun part, is the challenge part. To make yourself read something new and interesting. But there's also so many of my own books that I want to read. Do I have a book that I haven't read set in the South? No, because I just read one. I read Dread Nation. And that part of it takes place in the South. No, all of it does. So I haven't, like, that was the book that I would probably choose for that, because that was a good book, but I've read that. Victorian era, definitely easy. A book from someone you admire who sent it. How to Hang a Witch, which earlier I was talking about why it was on my really want to read shelf. It's because someone I admire recommended it. A character with a career you wish you had. Any assassin novel would work for that, because I would love to be an assassin. Continuing on. A plant on the cover. Ooh. That would be kind of a fun challenge. A Poison, Dark, and Drowning would fit that. This is fun. I think I'm going to create a master list, and then, like, the books that will work for that, but also I want to be able to read whatever I want to read. I'm just having fun, like, brainstorming books that would go with these challenges, because that's cool. It's like a scavenger hunt on my bookshelf. You guys, we're doing a scavenger hunt. A graphic novel. I don't own any, but I do read them occasionally, like from the library and stuff. They just don't really get new ones. A book featuring music. I could finally finish Our Dark Duet. I need to read that. The second one. Does that have music in it? Why does it have music in the title? I don't think it has music in the book. Now that's just strange. I'd have to think about that then. A book with music in it. Like, strong semblance of music. Oof. If you guys have any ideas for something like that, totally leave them down below. An ugly cover. Magic study when I buy it, because the new book covers are ugly. Atina's the main character. The entirety of my bookshelf. a retelling of a well-known story. Do I own one? There's one that I really want to read. I don't know if I own it though. The Forest Queen, I'm pretty sure, is a retelling of Robin Hood, but that's one I want to read. I feel like I have to own a retelling. They're so famous, but they're also something I don't enjoy that much. But no, there's definitely a lot of them that are really interesting out there. There's one that people have been talking about recently that I do want to read. I just don't remember what it is. But that would also be pretty easy to get. Set during a holiday. See, I read the only book that I know would fit that, which is A Court of Frost and Starlight. So, like, that would be, like, if I happen to read one and there's a holiday, I'd be like, oh, I completed the challenge. That'd be kind of fun. A book picked for you by someone else. That is something I want to do, like, just have a friend come over and pick the next book that I read. I'd be down for that. A gothic fiction novel. That's definitely covered by a lot of books I read. A book about time travel. I dislike time travel a little bit, but there's a lot out there. I don't own one though. A book that starts with the letter J. I have a book called Jade. That's a giant book, but someday I do need to read it, but that's a someday. That's not a now day thing. Do I have... Books never really start with J. That's probably why they chose it. Like, if I was really going for this, like, if there wasn't so many books that I felt like I need to read this year, and, like, I was actually going for this, which I would like to do, I just feel like now's not the best time. So maybe later in the year, we can pick some of the more difficult challenges and be like, okay, we're going to go buy books that fit this, and we're going to read them. Like, that could be, like, a week. That could be, like, my week challenge thing. Pick the weird ones and have a 7-day reading challenge. Pick, like, 5 books. Pick 7, but only realistically gonna read 5 because otherwise that's too much, and just read them. That'd be kind of fun because I can get to read some different books too. I think I'm gonna do that. I don't know when, but some point during the year. So that's kind of what this has going on. There's also a lot of other ones, like a book that's becoming a movie in 2019, a book with a zodiac sign or astrology term in this title. I have a book called Zodiac. A book with a 2-word title, a novel based on a true story, a book with a question in the title, a book about a hobby. There's some really fun things. I don't know why I want to, like, write all these down and put novels next to them that I can use for my shelf. But just so that when I read them, I can be like, I completed part of this challenge. Oh, it's just kind of fun. But I'm going to wrap up this because this is almost 30 minutes of just like the past 5 hours. Because I've had a lot of stuff that I've been wanting to do with you guys. But now I have my new shelf, which I'm excited about. I have a brainstorm of really fun like video idea that we're going to probably do later on in the year. And I'm going to start my reading vlog. So, exciting!